Previously on KBTV Under the Sun. Hello everybody, this is KBTV Under the Sun, and welcome back to Turnabout Good Die? You know what? Honestly, it does feel like we're about to go into hell, okay?
Welcome to Turnabout Godiva. Yeah, right. Nice drive on Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Oh my god! Please! Your Honor, come to your senses!
Huh? Why are you sweating so much, Defense?
Oh, just go right to hell.
Which page is proof on then? Show us to stop wasting our time.
Stop talking, I'll give it to you. Huh.
Also, it's 3 pages long. I don't think that's a very large case file.
It's so beefy, KV! There's so much file in this file!
Welcome back, everybody, to Turnabout Goodbyes. The caretaker seems to have, probably got his mind back, I guess, because he's got his serious game face on now.
He went through his 2-year anime time skip. He took up a level in Badass. This is how it works.
Within a span of a day.
Yes, exactly.
Well, technically, he went through the time skip right before we ended the last episode.
But that was yesterday we recorded that, so it was a day, technically. He went through a 2-year time skip in a day. Yeah, I'm right.
I'm making the gumshoe confused expression right now.
Good.
Anyway.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of impressive.
Commit to the bit.
Well then. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as the bailiff in this very court.
Rubble. Order! Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Oh, wait a moment! Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth himself? Anyway, I admit it. I could not read the last of that sentence.
I didn't push anything, it did it itself.
It said I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Well, thank you for clarifying. Von
You're welcome.
Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
I'm gonna arrest your honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Yay, we broke his perfect record. F him. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
Oh, good. Can't wait for this.
There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Tough crowd, tough crowd.
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Confetti! Thanks, Gumshoe. Your boss is saved.
it's edgy. Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about DL6.
That is all. The court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means...
We lost you there, Lewis.
Edgeworth!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
You're playing a phoenix.
Whoa, what do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yana Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's going to say he's guilty!
Quick, throw a boot at him!
Boot to the head.
To the head.
Boot to the head! Maya, give me your foot.
Oh, wait, what? No!
Give me your foot! Boot to the head!
No! These are sandals! Wait!
Sandal to the head!
He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He's going to tell them he killed his own dad!
What do I do?
Alright. Objection.
I object to his objection! I find it objectionable! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Oh, God.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
Oh, no.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. We don't have to. Okay, fine. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yana Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the instant where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Why are you pointing at me?
Order, order! This is certainly unexpected. A defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today.
Yeah, we got that, Your Honor. Thank you.
I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now.
Yeah, with no investigation. Nothing wrong with that.
We tried this man for this crime 15 years ago.
I mean, there's probably no more evidence to pick up. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Oh, I thought Von Karma was going to throw objection there and say, hey, no, let's keep going.
Me too, but maybe he's just trying to set himself up for this too. December 28th.
Von Karma just like,
No, I have some coffee. I can keep going all day.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Edgeworth!
Knowing him, it's probably not coffee. He probably has used his chakra thing on himself, and he's so used to it by now, he uses that to keep himself basically awake 24/7.
Oh my god.
I'm running on pure spite. I don't even know if that's a good Von Karma, but I'm doing it anyway.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
I did want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished.
Technically, we don't know if it's the truth.
Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
Crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Maybe we should look at the court record too.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He submitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
He's also 8.
Yeah, he's 8, and also the mind is a very fickle thing.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Bang, bang.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial, which I will do in a second because I want to actually look at the court record because, hey, if he's looking at it, we might as well look at it too.
So Robert's autopsy doesn't really mean much.
We can ignore this now. So we have Misty's face photo is still here. I'm not sure if she's going to be used for anything.
Exhibit A written on the... Okay, alright.
Oh, no, we don't need that. That's the bullet. That's the gun. That's nothing to do. We have a metal detector. The parrot is of no use now.
That just has the 3... What is in there?
It's this stuff.
The summary, the victim, and the suspects.
Okay, December 28th, 2000... Okay.
Oh, sorry. I can't go back. Okay, here we go. I can't go back the other way.
Elevator district court. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Okay. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator returning from a lost trial with his son. Age 9. Okay, he was 9, not 8. Fine.
Well, he's still a kid.
Yeah.
One bullet found in his heart and the murder weapon was fired twice. Shouldn't there have been a second bullet then? 37.
Probably.
Bailiff trapped in elevator. Memory loss. Fiance committed suicide. Okay.
Also, it's kind of interesting that that was fired twice, just like in this current one that we just absolved.
It was
Edgeworth
fired
of.
3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Robert was shot first, and then there were the 2 gunshots on the boat.
So I would just like to point everyone to the big hole in the freaking glass.
Yeah.
Well, I think the assumption is that the second shot was fired out of the elevator, but then wouldn't they have found the bullet outside the elevator? Somewhere? I feel like that should be in the... Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic markings. To what? To what gun?
That's the question, isn't it? So I guess these 3 things are gonna come up. I don't know if these guns are gonna come up. Misty Faye might come up, and I guess that's about it.
Okay.
Alright, here we
If
go.
nothing else, we always have the badge.
He's right. He's right and he should say it.
I feel like we need to
Yeah,
present the
yeah.
badge again at some point.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Although it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work.
I would like to know what he thought, because I'm kind of blanking at the moment.
Well, he said he threw the gun, and then the gun fired, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so where was the second gunshot? Where does the second gunshot figure into this?
Please. Please.
The DL6 incident. Let's go. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Single gunshot.
Huh. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, here we go.
Single gunshot.
Alright, I'm finding it.
There.
Right there, yep.
Press or press?
Press it
I mean,
first.
for now, just press. The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
Why are we focusing on the scream and not the gunshot?
I would, yes.
Because the scream, I'm gonna guess, was pretty shocking, and I kind of think I know where that scream
I
came
know,
from.
it's just that we wanted to talk about the single gunshot, but the game wants to focus on the scream. And I know it's going to be prevalent later on, but right now I'm just like, game, please. Okay.
Well, at the moment, our evidence doesn't line up with any scream. It lines up with the gunshot.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think for that, we should probably present something.
I think it might be
Wasn't
the
that in the
file.
case summary?
Was it be in the file?
One bullet found. The murder weapon was fired
Okay,
twice.
it would be
Yep.
here. It would be this one. All right.
Victim data. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that fire, don't you?
Yes, that's how evidence works.
I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on.
Oh, what page it's on?
Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
It's victim data.
Also, for Karma, you destroyed everything else with the DL6. Of course, we're gonna keep slamming this file. That's all we
unless
have.
I can point to the page. Hang on, there's 3 pages. I can't count that high. Hang on.
Large case
Hang
file.
on. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Rubble.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Rubble. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated.
Your face is dated.
Thank you. It is
You're welcome.
prestige upon my many years as a prosecutor. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
Why would it be in the case report, my dude? Come on. What? And like an idiot, Phoenix is gonna believe this. Oh my god!
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by a defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Probably? Yes? I mean, I can't...
The bullet hole.
Okay. I was like, the answer's probably yes, I just can't think of what are we supposed to do here.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
I think...
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof.
Isn't
picture
the
with the bullet
kangaroo
hole.
court wise to inform us evidence beforehand?
Hold.
So you don't tamper with it.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
It was that photo.
Yep, it's on the second page.
We have 2 pages. Let's go. You know what? I shouldn't be complaining because the final case of the greatest attorney had like 6 pages of evidence or something.
Oh my God.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there was. I think that holds the record of the most evidence I've had. I don't know.
How much of it was relevant to actually solving the last part of the trial?
Half a page, I bet you.
Probably half a page. I don't know, man. Anyway,
Look at this photograph.
was it 6 or 7? I don't even remember. It was just a lot of pages.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime,
Mr.
15
Wright-
years ago.
Mr. Wright, that's me. Hold on. This is a
As
photograph.
I have stated before, I can't read.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I appreciate your enthusiasm, though. I could see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Oh, come on. Your Honor, please. Please get a clue.
Remember, Phoenix may be an idiot, but there is bigger idiots in the Ace Attorney wars.
Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. I just, Jesus, everyone is a moron. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor!
Yes?
Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Rubble. Right, just sounds so tired. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
Jesus.
God.
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired.
Do you still believe Phoenix Wright is the biggest moron now?
I kind of do, but no, I don't believe he's the biggest moron. I believe he is a giant moron. I didn't say he was the biggest moron in the game.
Phoenix is considered smarter than most of the other characters in the Ace Attorney series. Let that
And
sink
that
in.
scares me. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright! But who could that someone else be?
Well, that's what we're here to prove, aren't we? The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary. That's on page 1. Yes, congrats, you can count.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
I mean, that's kind of suspicious by itself that there's nothing there.
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullets would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist.
But
The bullet that claimed Gravy's Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son.
What were you gonna say, Lewis?
the bullet hole clearly says otherwise, my dude. Unless someone shot him from outside the elevator. Come on, man.
That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door.
Like what? What else could possibly do it?
They heard a scream, did they not? Have you heard of glass breaking?
Order!
Bitch.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Varkarma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Of course.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, don't do that. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong?
No, your name's right.
Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What do you think? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. Also, we're fighting Varkarma. Why didn't you think ahead?
That was then, this is now.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yeah, sweating bullets also. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I mean, do we keep playing the game, or do we stop playing the game?
Okay.
Your Honor! I object!
We lost you, KV. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, he's dead!
We killed Von Karma! Oh no!
Oh my god! He's finally dead! Von Karma has finally died! We did it!
He can't...
The evil... Say it with me now, Taisa. The evil has been defeated.
I have... Karma is so, like, jubilant with joy that he just kind of died from joy or something.
He died from, like, a cardiac arrest or something. He's like, finally! It's going my way! And he's dead.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling KV's internet decided to be dumb.
Oh, no!
Yep, there it is. I was like, I see the message.
And we're back.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the evil has not been defeated. Hang on, let me say that again. And we're back. Unfortunately, the evil has not been defeated. KV is back, which means so is Von Karma. Sadness.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
No, it's not.
Oh no.
Yeah. It must exist.
Hey, KV, I think this is you.
Oh, this.
Wait.
Yeah, it's you.
Wait.
Me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, the second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where?
You know what? We're gonna go ahead and find that out in the next video because, you know, despite the elevator moment of waiting, we are actually out of time now. So we're gonna go ahead, I guess, and conclude this, I think, in the next video. We'll see you guys then.